Tarot Talk Squad. It's your girl, Semi. Hope you guys had a great Samhain. Today I'm here with you for a real quick video. I have one person on today's collective recorded reading. This group is a little bit behind, so I decided to go ahead and just post with one person. If you aren't familiar with my collective recorded readings, let me go ahead and tell you real quick about that. These readings range anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, just kind of depends on how much the message wants to come out, but regardless, they are quick, to the point messages. The clients that participate in this are instructed to ask me a direct question that can be answered with a direct answer. So that means that they have to ask the question that if I would respond with a yes or just a no, it's going to make sense. We go a little bit beyond that though, and I give a little more in depth to the answer that they have received. But again, these are short readings. I'm still waiting to hear back from some of the other clients that should have been in this group. But nonetheless, here we are. We're going to go ahead. We're going to proceed with this client and her question. They have asked me, will I be married by next year? Ooh, okay, so we're going to go ahead and start shuffling these cards. Now, I've had a chance to bridge my cards a little bit. That's how I prefer to shuffle. But for me, it's important to pull these cards on camera. So let's see what cards they have received for their answer. Okay, we have Temperance coming out. What do we got? The Hierophant coming out. Ooh, some significant cards coming out. Lastly here, ooh, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. So what do these cards mean? Let's go ahead. We're going to dive on into that. I had a reading from me before, or you have came to a TikTok live, you know that I am not like all love and light when it comes to a reading. If it's hard news, I'm going to tell you. We don't sugarcoat around here. However, with that being said, my love, you have received the Page of Wands as that more direct answer saying yes, but you're going to have to work for it. So if you're wanting to get married, now is that time to take action. Now is the time for you to be spontaneous, be a bit more adventurous than what you have been. You were told that before. Next up, we're taking a look at Temperance. So Temperance is telling us that you need to be going with the flow in regards to your love life. Looks as though some sort of middle path is needed right now. So where we have a habit of wanting to be in the right, really struggling with acknowledging where we go wrong, realizing you may not have all the answers. You may not know everything. As frustrating as it is to watch somebody from the outside looking in, like we want to be like, it's just this simple. Why can't you get this? It's not that hard. They're asking you to kind of find that meaning. Understand where, yeah, sure, you're right in some cases. There are definitely times that this person could be stepping up within your guys' love life, understanding your love language. However, there are also times that you need to provide that slack for them as well. You need to help them, almost guide them into understanding who you are, like where you're coming from, why you feel as intensely as you do. With the Hierophant coming out, it seems as though one thing that portrays a great strength within your relationship, but then also a weakness, is the way that you guys find unity between one another. You guys are like this strong force, this team. But remember, there's more to life outside of this relationship, and that's okay. You also need to be working through, we see screaming out of there with the Hierophant coming out. There is a family member who is speaking ill on your guys' relationship. And one of you are holding that pretty close, kind of taking what's being said and holding it dear. So you respect what that family member has to say. So there's someone that's pretty close to you. Addressing that seems to be something else that's going to help you guys heal and move you forward to have that hope for next summer. I want to say if it's going to happen around summertime feels about right, but like you have to put this work in. If you continue kind of going how things are going with this relationship, staying on that cycle, not rising above it. Now, just as we were talking about cycles, I want to hold your two cards here together and see how they are within conjunction of each other. We see that there is constant cycle between you guys where one of you is in a dark spot and the other one's in this like light, bright spot, like a good place in life. And then we start to see things change where now the person who was in that great spot, they're kind of falling into that darkness, going kind of deep, staying within, not really reaching out, struggling with their own mental health. And then the partner that was once struggling, now all of a sudden they're light and they're bright and they're... But this seems to be so important for your reading because it's saying also, you guys need to be there for each other. You have to help heal one another. When you make a promise to each other, you have to fulfill those promises. Like, it is what it, no more, I'm putting the past behind me. Let's try to pursue this. But even whenever you're cranky, you know what? I'm still going to be there. I'm going to take some of my light and help give you some of that. I'm going to radiate this happiness onto you and help to bring you into a brighter spot. Again, I'm a firm believer that you can't force anybody to do something they're not wanting to do. I want you to be cautious, love. I want you to be careful that you don't pour all of your light into your partner. That then now suddenly you're feeling empty and they've just taken all that light and ran off with it. Now, with all of that being said, we see that possibility of you being married by next year, absolutely a possibility. With the Seven of Wands coming out, it's saying that overall this marriage is going to persevere. There's a great love here and overall success. Love the Seven of Wands also coming out because it's signifying here that you are safe. So that's a great thing as well. But again, we still see there in the long run, the marriage is going to have to you're going to have to be putting some work behind it too. Do I believe that you guys have to be completely perfect in order to get married? No, absolutely not. But do I think that there are major barriers you guys still have yet to overcome? Absolutely. We're just going to wrap that up with your final, more direct answer. Will you be married by next year? Yes, but you're going to have to work for it. And if you don't work for it, then no. So my love, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you. To anybody else watching, thanks for being here. Don't hesitate to check out my site, semiuncensoredmom.com. That is where I have these collective recorded readings listed. I will also leave the link below. If you don't see the listing though, it could likely be because I turned it off. I am recording in groups of 4 is what I would like to do. And that just hasn't happened. It seems to rely on 4 people to have their order and questions submitted seems to be a task. So I might disable it for a little bit just until I have the other clients' questions and then we'll pick things back up. But regardless, don't hesitate to come check me out for a different reading. We got all types. I'm now offering zodiac readings. Zodiac readings are going to be based off of seasons. So right now we're in Scorpio season. I will be doing a reading to help you find the answers you need during that Scorpio season. What are your weaknesses, your strengths? With Scorpios, we are particularly focusing on communication and relationships with others. So that's what that reading would be geared towards. I hope everybody stays safe, stay healthy, make good choices. Thanks for being here. Bye. Hey you. Yeah, you. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be entered into a free reading giveaway.